All right, so we are on our way to the court. Today is my official court date.
Okay, so if you're new here, you probably have no idea what's going on. So let me give you a little bit of context. All right, so basically, I've gone all in on my content creator and YouTuber dreams. No, literally. In 2017, God gave me a very specific dream with instructions that I was supposed to start a YouTube channel. And so now that I've finally stepped fully into it, I've been documenting the process and my journey to a life of maximum fulfillment. Because I was also instructed that I was supposed to be taking you with me. To show you the good times, but more importantly, to also show you the hard times that can sometimes arise when you're relying on radical faith and taking a non-traditional path to the life of your dreams. The parts that we usually never see because no one ever shows us. The hope is that by bringing you into my process, you'll be able to witness the way that God always comes through, even when it starts to look like things might not work out. Which brings us to October 2023. I was served papers that my landlord is suing me for rent owed and threatening a possible eviction. We'll talk more about how this situation came to be later, but for now, you can check out this video for a more fleshed out version of the story. Okay, let's get back to today's vlog.
All right, so we are on our way to the court. Today is my official court date. So basically what happened was I had to apply for emergency rent assistance. But interestingly enough, the main hub for that actually stopped accepting applications back in January 2023 because they were just trying to catch up on all the cases that they had. So they directed me to New York City Human Resources. I don't know. It's the HRA. So I filled out a form, and then yesterday I had an interview on the phone where they basically go through the form with you and just make sure everything is correct, because it can be kind of confusing, especially if you've never applied for anything like this, which I haven't. So come to find out, the HRA has a program called One Shot Deal, which mimics the original agency that I was going to go through for the rent assistance. Come to find out, you need to have a regular income to even apply for that. So in the interview, the woman who was like handling my case was like, no, actually you need to apply for continuing assistance. So that's where we're at. And essentially when we went to the court last time, the woman, the clerk that basically helped me, because remember I had to appear and like just say, hey, this is what's going on. She was the one that gave me all the resources, like, hey, you know, if you are thinking about applying for assistance, look into this. She basically was like, yeah, just bring proof that you have started your application when you go to court. So that's basically what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring proof that I've started the application, let them know, you know, I did my interview. The woman who did my interview gave me a case number. She was like, yeah, you can give them that too, because they can look that up. So wish me luck.
The other day during my Bible time, I came across the story of a man who was born blind and received his sight. When people who knew the man asked how he was all of a sudden able to see, a seemingly impossible feat, he simply said, "A man called Jesus anointed my eyes and said to me, 'Go to the pool of Siloam and wash.' So I went and washed and I received sight." And so we see how most of the time, all we need to do to see our situations in life improve is follow through on the exact instructions we receive from God. So that's what I'm doing, documenting this journey on YouTube as God clearly instructed me to do back in 2017, and finding peace in knowing that I'm being obedient.
All right, so we are here. You already know they don't let you bring cameras in. I mean, you bring them in, but they basically take it away from you. So I'll see you when I get out. Wish me luck. We're praying for the divine favor of the Lord. I feel good about it. I feel confident, but we'll see. Okay, I love you.
Alright, so you already know I had to sneak some footage with my phone, even though it was strictly prohibited because look, we in this together. Anyway, while I waited for my case to be called, something told me to open up my Bible app and repeat Psalm 23. So that's what I did. Funny enough, after I was called and sent to another room, I met this guy named Michael who had been in this exact situation before and assured me that it would all work out because I was doing everything I should, like showing up to court dates and all that. But it made me wonder if maybe he was the great protector, Archangel Michael. Who knows? But all I know is that God was definitely with me while I was there because
we're done for the day. As you can see, I'm smiling because we do have the favor of the Lord right now. And basically what happened, it was a long process, so I'm going to break it down. But basically what happened is that I don't have to come back to court until February 16th. So it was adjourned, which means that nothing really happened with my case today, and they're not really going to do anything with it until the 16th. So what that means in terms of me being able to stay in my apartment is that I will, hopefully you can hear me because this truck is really loud. I will be able to stay in my apartment. They can't remove me unless, so there's only a few reasons why they could remove me. If I miss a court date, if the judge orders it, but that would only happen if I miss a court date or if I lost in court. And again, I don't go back to court till February 16th. The other thing that could happen is, let's say I signed something with my landlord that said I'm going to pay XYZ by this date and I didn't do it, then they could remove me. And I think that's it. So basically, I'm good right now. So like I said, yesterday, or really last week and yesterday, I did my application for financial assistance. So we'll see how that whole process goes. They did give me an option to get free legal service. So I applied for that. So we'll hear back and see. And that's really what took a really long time. It's like I went into court, and first of all, I didn't know that you had to like check in. So I had to check in with a number, and then I sat in there. She called me up, and that's when she said, yeah, your case is adjourned until February 16th. And she was like, yeah, if you want free legal services, you can go to this room. So I went and did that. Tons of paperwork, tons of signatures. And then I was supposed to meet with an attorney, but they were getting ready, or I think they were on lunch and they weren't coming back till 2:30. And right now it's 1:08 and I'm trying to get to my luxury gym. So I was like, yeah, you could tell them to call me back. So we'll see what happens when they call back. But yeah, but I think that's the end of the process for now. We don't have to worry about nothing until February 16th. We really don't have to worry about nothing, period, because God is really working this out. Yeah, so now the only thing left is to make this YouTube pop before February 16th so that this whole thing could just go away. Okay, now I need to eat because I'm starving.
So maybe it isn't over just yet, but God came through with more time to continue executing on the instructions he gave me with this channel. And so even if I don't know exactly what will happen, we do know what happens when you're obedient to God's specific instructions. So yeah, I'm just glad to have you here and in this with me, and I pray that this will help you to take action on what God has been telling you to do. Okay, I love you. See you in the next video.